the sky tore open with light. From the burning clouds, ships descended, sleek, silent, and massive. The enemy fleets turned to face them, confident from years of conquest. Then everything changed. The humans had arrived, and with them came the end of arrogance. For decades, the Threx Dominion ruled the galaxy through fear. World after world fell to their cruelty. They expected no resistance, only silence and surrender. But then, whispers started. A system here, a base there vanished. Threx scouts reported an approaching force, unlike anything recorded. Humans, they said, confused. Just humans. The Threx laughed. Primitive apes, they called them. Soft flesh. Short lives. But they hadn't met Earth's fury yet. They hadn't seen what desperation could become when forged into steel and flame. The human fleet didn't speak when it arrived. It didn't send warnings or declarations. It simply moved. Ships slid between stars like shadows, their hulls forged from moonstone and war metal. The Threx formed ranks in orbit around Veltries 9, their war capital. They dare strike here, scoffed the Overmarshal. End them quickly. But when human ships activated their weapons, the Threx laughed no more. One blast from a human dreadnought sliced through 3 cruisers. Their tech is impossible, whispered a Threx technician. It's not tech, growled his captain. It's revenge. They fight like they've lost everything. We have. And that's why we win. Target the largest ship, one Threx ordered. But as they fired, the human vessel vanished mid-space, reappearing behind them. They bend space like paper, cried a pilot. They don't fight by rules, someone said. No. They fight to end you. As the battle reached its peak, the stars themselves seemed to flicker. Human assault frigates wove patterns around the enemy, carving holes in the Threx formations. A single human ship rammed into a command carrier and detonated, destroying both. They don't fear death, the Threx Overmarshal hissed. No, a shaken officer replied, they aim for it. Amidst the chaos, a broadcast cut through all frequencies. It was a woman's voice, calm, measured. To the Threx Dominion, she said, this is for Earth. This is for the screams you silenced. This is for the forgotten. And this is your end. A final wave of human destroyers entered the field, engines roaring like beasts. They didn't just fire, they hunted. Precision strikes crippled ships in seconds. Gravity bombs turned battleships into glittering clouds. We trained for war, shouted the Threx Overmarshal. And they trained for extinction, whispered his last command officer. As their flagship cracked in two, the Overmarshal stared at the screen. A single human pilot flew past, saluting silently. The Overmarshal blinked, then darkness swallowed him. In the stillness that followed, the battlefield was quiet. Wreckage drifted, glowing dimly against the starlight. From the command deck of the Victory's Edge, Admiral Selena Rao stood tall. Her face was marked with scars, her eyes with fire. Status, she asked. All Threx ships neutralized, replied her second. No survivors. She nodded once. Then it's done. Humanity had struck not just with firepower, but with purpose. They had shown the galaxy that they were no longer prey. Across the stars, whispers spread again. But this time, they weren't whispers of fear. They were words of awe. Humans arrived. They didn't just fight. They ended it. Worlds began to rebel against Threx rule. Flags were burned. Chains shattered. And above them all, a symbol, the wings of Earth, spread wide and proud. They thought we were weak, said Rao. Let them remember what happens when you corner a human.